very nice, easy to use, and very almost addictive once you get used to the power of this thing. You can never really downgrade and go anywhere lower, to be honest. Of course, there's a BMW right there on me, like, come on, bro. This is not time for a competition, even though I would smoke you, not gonna lie. Drop it, go into second, and light acceleration. Very smooth power delivery. All 335 horsepower, super easy to get used to. My favorite thing is going to be those beautiful headlights. Like, come on, who doesn't fall in love with that? Audi is still ahead of the game when it comes to these headlights. The V6 sings beautifully, and I love that. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got the key to a 2024 Audi Q7 S-Line. That's right, this is the S-Line version. And what changes about the S-Line? It basically makes it a little bit more sporty, makes it look a little bit faster and more performance oriented than it really is. But a Audi Q7 2024, some quick specs about this car. This car is powered by a turbocharged V6. That's a 3-liter, pushing around 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque to all 4 wheels, because again, quattro power. And my favorite thing is going to be those beautiful headlights. Like, come on, who doesn't fall in love with that? Audi is still ahead of the game when it comes to these headlights. No car even comes close to beautiful headlights like this. Let me know what you guys think. But coming into the front, you can see the S-Line package being prominent with the aggressive headlights. Again, I love those things. You can see those hood lines coming down, focusing your eyes straight into the middle of the Audi badge, which also has a front camera and sensors as well for adaptive cruise control. And as you can see on the bottom left, those vents are actually functional. Those are filters in there, I checked. And yes, you can also see your parking sensors in the front. But big shout out to Audi on Thornhill for giving me this vehicle. I'll put a link in the description for all their vehicles and also the inventory and website. And huge shout out to my man Saad. He's the one who helped me get my hands on this vehicle. But also, this is what our key looks like. Double tap to open the trunk, which is also automatic. Those taillights look so good. But hopping in, yes, you would say that, oh, isn't this supposed to be a 3-row SUV? Yes, it is. Let me move these things backward. By a press of a button, I can put my kids in the back seat. And as you can see, this thing is very easy to use and very simple, and you don't have to be pulling nothing because it's all electronic, which is very nice. Push these things back. Now let's talk about some storage. You won't get storage down here because this one does have the battery pretty much back here and a little bit of extra components that we're not supposed to touch about too much. Come on. There we go. And when you're done, press this button, call it a day. And once that is done, hopping into the interior. Beautiful padding over here as well. Nice gloss wood trim and beautiful metal door handle. One funny thing is that we have ashtrays. Like, that is a rare thing that barely exists anymore, but it's nice to know that Audi still remembers its small customer base that do smoke in cars. Also, beautiful leather seats, very soft to the touch. Also pretty firm actually. Opening this, I thought it was going to be a complex. Opening this, I thought it was going to be complex, trying to figure out how this thing worked, but no. Press a button, you're done, and when you're done, smack it closed. Done. Hopping in, decent leg room, pretty cozy actually, kind of a lot of room back here. Some vents over here. This will be used to control your climate controls. Beautiful sunroof. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the back seat. Hopping into the front now. Hopping into the front, this is where your key goes. Foot on the brake, step on this. Very nice. Fully digital gauge cluster. All of my controls for climates are all down here. And give it a second. Very responsive digital display as well too, with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Coming down here, you get wireless phone charging with 2 Type-C ports over here. Beautiful Audi That is very nice to use, very firm. Also, drive mode selector. Okay, press OK. Drive mode selector, traction control, my hazards, my aircon conditions for max front, for max rear. Simple things, right? Very quick and very easy to use digital display over here, and very responsive. Now coming over here, we can turn it off with the touch of a button. Well, it's not actually a button, it's sort of a touchscreen, and the touchscreen vibrates when you press on the right button, so you know that the feedback is being read. Beautiful gloss going around still. Some more storage down here, and paddle shifters, still my favorite feature. Our signal selector, wipers, washer fluid, which is actually low. Let me know how to keep using that. And we also have our cruise control that you can turn on and turn off. Simple stuff really, but let's go for a quick drive. Welcome back to the POV drive with Morty. We're in the 2024 Audi Q7 all-wheel drive 3-liter turbocharged V6, 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. And 0 to 60 comes pretty decently quick. And let's quickly drop down into sport mode because I like dynamic mode. I'm a sucker for that. Makes the car a little bit more touchy and overall enjoyable to drive. And fun thing, even if you are in sport mode, the suspension doesn't really change much. It still feels very smooth, and the acceleration is even smoother. But let's see how that handles in up north Thornhill traffic, and with construction as well too. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this car handles that. This is a slightly bigger SUV with 3 rows instead of the traditional 2, but it still gets from point A to point B very, very nicely. Very nice. Given enough revving up, the V6 sings beautifully, and I love that. But before we go anywhere, let us quickly try out our cruise control, which is adaptive, by the way. You can tell by this, the green over here lights up and it brakes by itself, which is very nice. Also has lane keep assist, which takes over the steering wheel in case the car thinks you're going offside or something like that. But overall, it's very easy to get used to a vehicle like this. Touchscreen still throws me off a little bit because you gotta press a little bit harder, and it takes off by itself too, even better. But let's go into vehicle so you can see. There we go, Audi Drive Select. We're gonna keep it in dynamic for the time being. Easy to use and very, very almost addictive once you get used to the power of this thing. You can never really downgrade and go anywhere lower, to be honest. Once you get used to the high 335 horsepower, you never really want to go back to anything with less horsepower than that. And let us use our paddle shifters at least once, cancel our adaptive cruise control, drop down into second, 3, 2, 1. The 8-speed automatic transmission makes this car very, very smooth to drive, very enjoyable, and the suspension being as soft as it is, like, you enjoy it so much. Transmission is quick and all the way down to first. Nothing crazy. And yes, this is a heated steering wheel. For those who wonder what the star on the steering wheel is, that is going to be our heated seats. No, heated steering wheel, not heated seats, heated steering wheel. But overall, this is a very easy vehicle. Well, not easy. I'm getting nervous because there's a cop right there. I don't want to pass him and have him see my GoPro and wonder, is that illegal? So I'm gonna just stay back here for a bit as I cruise. Good time to test out our cruise control all over again. But anyway, it's a very nice vehicle. Big 3-row luxury SUV. The thing is, when you think about Audi, you instantly think about the R8. Well, for me personally, that's what I think about. But the thing is, Audi does make luxury vehicles, and it should shine a little bit more. It should be a little bit more known that Audi makes more luxury and less sporty vehicles like this one. This is the perfect family SUV. for pretty much any situation. Even if you don't have kids, having the third row is still nice if you have to haul people around. And the extra storage in the back makes it so much more easier to just move things around. It's simple, it's efficient, and having a V6 under the hood really does help a lot. But anyway guys, let's do one quick acceleration and call it a day. Well, I can't accelerate no more, but that's what we get. Anyway guys, take care. This has been Morty with the 2024 Audi Q7. Take care guys, and peace.